tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Why you so obsessed with me? Why? Hey guys, welcome to another awesome after show of Bring It here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I am your host, English Cleveland, and I am joined by no one. I am by myself tonight, which is awesome because I love doing the show by myself because I get to engage with you guys, and I hate doing it on Monday nights because I feel like I lose some of you guys. So I'm here to love you guys and to chit chat with you guys about tonight's or Friday night's episode. So this is episode 12, season 2. The episode was called Copycat, which was so appropriate. I had to put on Mariah Carey. Why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you guys so obsessed with dancing dolls? Back off. So let's get into the episode. So we are in Jackson, Mississippi. Finally, the girls get to compete in their own hometown. And this is the Dance Forever competition. They are competing against the Prancing Tigerettes, which are from Memphis, Tennessee, which is their biggest rivalry, as well as the Q Kids and the Prancing Stepperettes. So this week, Miss D is very, very intense on the girls, as you guys saw. She wants to send a message and set the tone of this whole competition to let the Tigerettes know, like, hey, you guys, you may have beat us a couple times, and last week you guys beat the babies. Well, we're here to take back our stance. We're here to take back our competition. We don't care what you guys are going to bring. We are going to bring it even harder. We also learned that this week Miss D popped her knee out of place, so she is on crutches. So she is kind of coming in a little bit defeated, not being able to teach the girls exactly all the stance, but she has it exactly in her mind how she wants to do it. And she's rolling around, which you guys saw, on a roll around chair and one crutch. But of course, Miss D, you can't keep a good woman down. So we already know she's about to bring it, as always. So, like I said, we're competing against the Q Kids, the Prancing Stepperettes, and then the Prancing Tigerettes. Quincy, their coach, has been stalking the dolls and recording their performances, which we already know has been happening. We already know it's been shady. We've all talked about it. We've all discussed it. Quincy, the song that I just put on, Obsessed, was completely for you. Why are you so obsessed with the dancing dolls? I just don't understand how you can copy someone else's moves, but then try to say, well, we beat you. You beat me with my own moves is not really you winning because there was no original, or there's no like vintage to the stance or to the dances, and we need something different. You guys should actually work hard instead of copying. Anybody can copy. You're like a fake Louis Vuitton bag, and who wants a fake Louis Vuitton bag? I don't. So anyways, let's get back into the episode. That was a little rant for you, Quincy. Good to know you. Not sorry. Thank you. So this week the theme was decades. Miss D loves Janet Jackson. She said that she was born in the later 70s, which you guys saw, and she wants to pay homage to Janet Jackson. She wants the girls to get out there and do more of a Janet-inspired dance, which is super cool. Everyone has done a Janet inspired dance. We all know like the Rhythm Nation and all of that. So Miss D has the girls doing military movements, as well as half the girls are doing military movements, and then the other half of the creative dance is jazz lyrical, which we see the girls are getting it, but some of them aren't. What I did notice this week, that there were new girls added into the the team, which I've never seen before. So I actually have a question for Miss D. If you're watching, tweet me, let me know. Do you guys add more girls to the team that are just in competition, or did you have tryouts and new girls made the team? Because we would love to be introduced to them. It was very weird to see these girls in the dollhouse dancing, and we're like, who are these girls? Where did they come from? So we have questions, which I'm sure you guys have. So tweet Miss D, ask her, let her know what's going on with these new girls. Are they new? Are they just temporary? What's going on? So anyways, Miss D's saying that she only wants the best girls on the floor. She's not taking any like mediocre people. Everyone needs to come with their A game. She does not want anyone that's going to be soft or not able to comprehend or memorize the movements, because we're not only taking this for the dancing dolls, we're taking this back for the baby dancing dolls. I mean, their little poor hearts were crushed last week. So we need this win. Like, we cannot afford to lose another battle. Battle Royale is coming up soon, so we need to take this. So it was very important this week, and I know as you guys are watching, you were on pins and needles just like I was. I kept thinking, oh my gosh, like we need this win. We can't afford, like, we just really couldn't afford it. So I'm glad, which we'll get into later, that we really showed them who we are. Hi. So we, of course, cannot go through another episode without having DDP making themselves relevant. So Selina wants the twins out there. She wants both of them out there no matter what to be in the creative dance or in stand battle, which we all have our personal opinions on Sky and Star and Sanjay. We see that Sanjay has came a mighty long way. Last competition, or last season, I should say, she had to learn a lot. She came from something. She was that one defeated girl that just really couldn't comprehend or grasp the stance or grasp the movements or the routines. She was just she couldn't remember them. It wasn't like she danced soft. Well, she does dance more of like a pretty girl, like, hey, not as harsh as some of the girls, but she couldn't remember the stance, and she could never make stand battle. So finally, when she made it, she has claimed her fame. She's on the team. She's doing really well. So this year we see, which I know you guys have been following, that Sky and Star are introduced to the dancing dolls. And in my personal opinion, I'm just going to be real with you guys, and you guys let me know what it is. I think that they're beautiful girls. I think that they do have dancing in their heart. I just don't think that that's the forefront of what they want to do. They probably have a different passion, and that's why when they get out on the floor, they don't really dance full out, or they don't come from a dancer's heart where this is what I want to do. They come from, oh, we like it because our mom has put us in it, our bigger sister's doing it, but they don't come from a background of dance. And so they just seem very lackluster, like they're not interested. They don't try to push themselves. But Selina has declared herself as Joe Jackson, like the Jackson 5, which is very appropriate with Janet Jackson this week. And also we saw last season that Sanjay did a stance as Michael Jackson. And so Selina, no doubt about it, she wants her girls, all of them, the three of them. She said Sanjay is leaving. She would love to see all three of the girls dance together. But you know what? Not everyone can get out there, especially with such a time as this. We need to win. Like I've expressed, we cannot afford to lose another week. Like we go practice every single week. We compete every single week. And we can't afford to lose another week. So Selina just needs to understand that she can't be delusional. She needs to be honest with these girls, with her daughters, and let them know, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm missing out on an opportunity of letting you become something else instead of what I want you to be. So this is a message for you, Selina. Maybe you need to ask your daughters what they want to do, because clearly it comes off as that's not what they want to do. It may be something that they want to do on the side, But in reality, I don't think that that's something that they want to do in their heart. And you can't make someone do anything. I don't think the passion is there. And you don't want them to miss out on something that they could be excelling in. And so Selena, Star got cut. That's just the reality of it. Star got cut and she wasn't really bringing it. I guess Sky was bringing it harder than her. It was weird because you guys saw too, they weren't really showing them each, which we can't tell them apart. They're identical twins. But we couldn't really see like, oh, Sky's doing better than Star and Sanjay's doing better than both of them. We just saw a lot of different girls, a lot of new faces. And so I didn't really get a chance to see who was doing better, but to me, they both danced the same. But Ms. D saw fit for Star to get cut and for Sky to stay. So congratulations to Sky. You did an awesome job. I didn't see anyone out of unison, which we'll discuss later. But anyways, so another thing we get to see on the DDP side, Selena goes on a blind date. And she says she has not dated in many years. She was married to the girl's father. What is his name? I can't remember. But he's so funny and he dances all the time, which I'm sure you guys see. But anyways, she was married to him. And she has 4 kids by him, or I don't know if her older son, she said, I'm not sure if he's by him, but she has Star, Sky, and Sanjay by him. And they have been divorced, but she hasn't really been on any dates. And she spends a lot of her time and a lot of her extra time at the dollhouse, which we see. So this week she says, you know what? I deserve to go on a date. I'm going to go on a blind date. So we see her sitting, waiting at a restaurant, which is always nerve-wracking. I don't know if you guys have been on a blind date before. I haven't, but I've seen it happen in movies and stuff. And I'm always like, the pressure that people have to sit and wait and like, I don't know. It's just so like nerve-wracking to not know who's coming up and walking up to you like, hey, are you English or are you so-and-so? Like, I'm so-and-so. And then like you have the pressure of everyone around you watching. So you're like, is someone listening to this? Is this awkward? I'm going on a blind date. But anyway, so she's sitting there. She looks cute. She looks ready and open. And a gentleman walks up to her with flowers and he says, hi, Selena, and very Southern polite. We find out that his name was Jason and that we don't know who hooked them up, but anyways, he opens up the conversation with talking about what has she been up to, what's going on in Selena's world, which is a question you should never. Now, once you play this back, don't ever ask Selena that because she will not stop talking. She's probably like me. I love to talk. So if I ever got away from my boyfriend of 4 years, which I don't think I will, and went on a blind date, I don't think I would ever be able to stop talking either. So girl, I feel you. You just chit chat about yourself the whole time because you're nervous, which is understandable. So Selena talked about herself the whole time. Jason kept trying to interject to say, well, you know, this is about me. And she started creating a fairy tale, which I know a lot of girls do. What will my last name be? Maybe I can claim his kids. He let us know he has 3 girls. We don't even know if these girls want to dance, but Selena has invited them to try out for the dancing dolls. She has a mission to take over the dollhouse and to be all 6 girls on the team, his girls and her girls. So she creates this whole fantasy in her head. We don't get to really know much more about Jason, but I'm sure he's a nice guy. He seemed like a nice guy. He seemed very handsome and very respectful. So I did like that. So Selena, let us know if you're still talking to Jason. And if you are, let us know how it's going. I mean, a blind date is always good to hear about the stories and how you guys engaged more and how you guys got to know each other. So let us know, tweet us, tweet me at English Speaks or on Instagram at Pink English and let me know. I follow you actually on Twitter, but I'll see on your Instagram and see if I see any pictures or like cute Valentine's Day stuff or whatever. So anyways, when we transitioned from there to the girls going to competition day. So we're here, and Miss D setting up. She is getting everything organized. I see her pulling out glitter jackets, which is phenomenal. I am a big fan of anything sequined or glitter. I just think you never can go wrong with that. And so it was very disheartening to see Selina pause Miss D when she is pulling out a sequin jacket that I'm fanning over, and she wants to pull Miss D outside again. Same from season 1 and earlier in season 2. So Selina says, you know what, Miss D, can I pull you aside? And she has a whole Southern Belle attitude. This time I can totally tell she was like, let me try a different approach. I want to pull Miss D aside and say to her, you know what? I'm going to ask her, what can I do as a parent to make my daughter better and to get her on this dance or the creative dance team? And Miss D already catches her drift. Miss D was not born yesterday. She's very smart, and she knows what she's doing. So she's very witty, and she knows what Miss Selina decides she wanted to do this week. So Miss D lets her know, you need to back off of the girls. Just like Sanjay last season, you were riding her. And as soon as you backed off is when she got it. And Selina doesn't know she can be a detriment to these girls. She's not hurting, or she's not helping them. If you're not helping them, then you're hurting them. So maybe you should just not let them go out there and be who they are instead of you trying to live vicariously through them, which we've said every week. A lot of these parents are living vicariously through their daughters, and just let them be them. They're different. They're going to grow up to be a different person, and hopefully they get all the good traits that you have in you, but let them be individuals. So anyways, Miss D tells her, back off, let the girls be who they are, or else they're never going to be who they want to be. And Selina gets an attitude. She doesn't understand. So she starts going back and forth with Miss D. Miss D doesn't have time for that. She's on a crutch. No one has time for you to bring this to competition day to get inside of these girls' heads. So Selina, as always, backs off because Miss D is 10 times as more fearful than or Selina's 10 times as more fearful than Miss D is of her. So anyways, I'm fearful of Miss D too. But anyway, she tweeted me this week, which we'll talk about later. So anyway, like I said, there was new girls to the team. So when Miss D prayed, she prayed for the new girls to be cohesive with the original dolls. And I wish, like I said before, we could have had a little bit of a moment to hear about where these girls come from. But anyways, so we get to creative dance. We see that the Prancing Tigerettes decide to do a Tina Turner inspired dance. And to me, it came off as very sloppy. It was 3 girls out there, and it wasn't, the costumes were cheesy, and they were just doing a routine. It wasn't creativity to any of it. And let me just say this, I do know that we only see a snippet of it, so there may have been more parts that we didn't see, but I would imagine that they would put the bigger moments on TV. I didn't see it, so maybe we can go on YouTube and watch it, I don't know, but to me it looks sloppy. Then we get to see the Q Kids. They did a Josephine Baker inspired theme. All I can say about that it was boring. Sorry, not sorry. And then we see the Tigerettes get to do an 80s inspired theme, which was pretty cool because we see that the dolls are doing more of a decades like 80s theme, mixed, infused with lyrical jazz and hip hop today and hip hop from the 80s. So it was perfect to have them compete against each other because they're basically doing the same inspired theme. So they weren't in unison in the beginning. I don't know if you guys caught that. They did have a lot going on, but what I did notice about the Prancing Tigerettes is that they use their body a lot for really intricate routines and really intricate stance. And I really do want to give them a shout out for that, because they use their body as more of like an instrument, which is really cool because they make and build things, which the dolls do as well. But this week I saw a lot of different stuff that was different and outside of the box. So I'm not going to hate on them because I'm not a hater, but they did have a lot going on. So it's kind of hard to keep your eye to follow it. But anyways, we get to our beautiful dolls, and their outfits were super cute. Not only were the boots sequined, the jacket sequined, the boots were sequined. So Miss Diana, please send me a pair of those boots because I need them. They were super cute. The girls looked awesome with the whole Janet Jackson gloves, the hat, the ponytail, the sequin jacket, the black pants, and the sequin shoes. And then we saw in the background that the lyrical girls had more of like a colorful top, high-waisted like briefs, and they just look super cute too. So they were totally in unison and on point. Miss D even made a comment that you guys saw as well, that she said that they couldn't have did any better. She was very happy. Her vision that she had in her head and her homage that she wanted to pay to Janet Jackson was very well done. So congratulations to the dolls. You guys did a great job. I personally have to say that it was one of my favorite creative dance out of the dolls. I loved it. I think it was super cute. I think that the moves were very fluid, as well as very, very Rhythm Nation. So I think that they did a great job. They did Janet good justice for that. Hopefully Janet will get a chance to see it. So anyways, we see a side conversation with Quincy and Diana. They chat. Miss Diana just basically puts it out there. You know what, Quincy? I know you've been watching us. I know you've been eyeing us. I know you've been recording it. And you're basically copycatting the dolls. So, if you guys want to bring it, you guys can. She also has said that a lot of the teams, that's like the new thing, like stealing someone else's dance and throwing it in their face, which is understandable, but you also need to bring something different. If you're gonna do like a little jab, like throw a little thing in their face, but not make a whole like stance exactly what we've done before. It's just cheesy and cheap, like I said. Another thing that I want to point out is I did speak to Miss Diana's husband, Robert, this week, and he's super excited about this after show, as well as Miss Diana. And he wanted to just let me know, I guess for a little news and gossip, that people don't understand that a lot of these teams, they may battle like every couple months. So they have a long time to compete. They may have, they may compete like once every month or once every couple weeks. When the dolls compete and travel every single week, they learn a new routine, as well as getting out there and battling girls in all different states. So they have to learn a new routine within 5 days, sometimes shorter. And they have school, they have home life, they have family. So understand that when you guys are going to school, coming home, going to bed, waking up, going to school, doing the same routine, that these girls are going to school, getting off school, going to the dollhouse, learning a stance, going back to school, going back to the dollhouse every day until the weekend when they have to go actually compete. So they don't have any extra free time to do anything else. So the respect needs to be given, because I know a lot of people throw shade at them or say, oh, the dolls aren't that great. They actually are great, because they're actually hardworking women. And when it gets into real life, they're going to know and appreciate what hard work is, because they've been working since they're young girls. So, hey, don't hate on my dolls. So that was just a little PSA from Robert. He shared that with me, and it brought back to reality what these girls are doing. Like, for instance, Miami YCDC team or whatever, they only compete every month or every couple months. They don't compete as much as we do. So they may have great dancers, and sometimes they have like co-dancers or like guest appearance dancers. So they don't even have like a full team that is competing together every single time. They may have people coming from here, people coming from there, and they may have a competition every once in a while. So they have a long time to rehearse. They have a long time to get in unison. They have a long time to memorize. We don't. So give us some slack. Not even give us some slack because we don't need it, because we're awesome and we're doing it anyway. But don't come so hard on the dolls. And also don't copy us, because we take a long time. I mean, we take a lot of our personal time to understand these stands. And yes, I do say we, because I am one of the dolls. So anyways, let's get into the stand battle. So the Prancing Tigerettes, they had a moving pyramid, which was super cool. But our dolls came back and they threw a really crunk and hard stance, which is super awesome. Kayla always knows how to gauge what stance to throw. She always knows how to gauge what is appropriate for that time, which is super awesome, because there's so many dances that she could throw and so many routines that she could throw, but she decides to throw the most appropriate all the time. So good job, Kayla. So the Tigerettes, like I said, they threw another stance with their body, another like the pyramid. They did some kind of like zigzag movement, which I know you guys saw that the girls did on the floors, which is super cool. And then they decide to do a stance that we do as a doll, and very plagiarized. So their new names are the Plagiarized Tigerettes. They copied everything. And like I said before, how do you expect to win from someone else's moves? And these judges and these people that are watching the competition, they're avid watchers. So they know when you're copying, or they know when you're just making fun or trying to throw it in their face. And there's a thin line between that. So I think you guys need to learn that line. I thought it was pretty cheesy for you guys to copy Cameron's spin and her twirl, which everyone knows that that's her signature move. She comes from a lyrical jazz background. Why would you guys copy that? It's silly. And then the girl that did it really didn't even do it right. So my thing is, if you guys are going to copy Cameron, if you're going to copy Kayla and her crumping and her hip hop style, then you guys need to actually be really precise and try to do it better than they did, because it just comes off as like low budget and just silly. So anyways, I think that, I don't know, with Quincy, especially, I think he's putting his emotions more into it than these girls are wanting to. And so he's inspiring them to do it. But I just don't understand, like, why would you want to copy? You don't want to teach these girls to be copiers for the rest of their lives. I mean, that would be crazy. So Quincy, get your own life and not someone else's. Kayla decides that, you know what, I'm going to throw this stance and I am going to kill you. Not literally, just, with a battle. So she goes and throws the stance, murders it, and what does she do? Boom, 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 shots fired. Miss D was like, well, how many shots are you going to shoot him with, Kayla? She's not playing any games. This is her last year. She already knows she only has a few more competitions. So Kayla's going to bring it, which she should. So you guys should be prepared, because I'm sure you guys are going to dance and compete against them again. And we're going to win like we did this week. So hooray. Let's get into that. So with the themed choreographed dance, second place was the Q Kids, and then first place was Dancing Dolls. So we did not see you in Tigerettes. So the Lions did come and beat the Tigers. And then in Stance Battle, they didn't even let us know who won second. They didn't need to, because the Dancing Dolls won. So that's super exciting. Congratulations. We really needed it. And I'm sure you guys knew, all the crazy stuff that we've been through this season, and ups and downs and things that haven't been familiar to the dolls, and us losing weird competitions, which is not normal. But we really needed to bring this win home. It shut Quincy all the way up. We didn't even see him say anything after that. He kept saying, I'm going to tax that ASS. Well, you know what? Your tax man is a fraud. So you're not getting a refund check. Sorry, Quincy. So the Tigerettes won nothing, which congratulations for that. We won everything, which was super exciting. And we only have a few more episodes left, you guys. So you guys call me, let me know what you guys think, or go on iTunes, give us 5 stars, leave comments, and I do respond to you guys. Or follow me on Instagram at Pink English or on Twitter, English Speaks. Let me see. Do I have any news and gossip for the week? I do have some news and gossip. This week,
AfterBuzz TV News.
Hey. So this week, I spoke a little bit with Robert, Miss Diana's husband, and they are going to give us news and gossip every week to bring to you guys. So that would be awesome. And also, Miss Diana tweeted me the other day saying, "Hey, English, where you at, girl? It's time for tea, or tea time." So hopefully her and I will sit down soon, and I will bring like a whole interview and like news for you guys. And I really do want to sit down with her and chit chat with her and just bring you guys some stuff that we don't get to see on the show. I know the show's only an hour, and each week it's a lot about the competition, but I know you guys follow Miss Diana. You guys see that she has her whole life going on, and the girls do as well too, and everyone that's on the show. So it would be awesome to hear about, you know, what they have going on. So I look forward to sitting down and talking with her. Her and her husband are awesome. So Miss Diana, I'm right here, girl, ready for some tea, some Southern tea and some crumpets. Also, what else? Miss Diana did something really awesome yesterday. She Skyped a lot of her fans. She put a post up on Instagram like, "I'm going on Skype in 10 minutes. All my fans call me and I will talk." So she talked to like over 70 of her fans on Skype, and she posted a lot of the videos so you guys can go check them out. And she said she will be doing that contest again soon. A lot of the fans were crying, so it was really, really sweet to see you guys engage with her and to see how much you guys love her. And as well as I did see a parent thank her and admire her for her doing the show. She said that she's in New York, and it gives a lot of these girls opportunities to not fight each other or be out on the streets and doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. So Miss Diana, I know you should feel awesome that you do inspire a lot of these girls out here, more than you probably ever know. You only reached 70, but that's a lot of fans. And I saw a whole bunch of them still trying to call in. So you guys don't miss out on that opportunity with Miss Diana. Follow her on Instagram. I think it's Mrs. D to you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys can type it in. Diana Williams is her name. And she also let us know that her son has an Instagram, which a lot of people are fans of. Kobe, super cute little boy. And he does appearances too. So you guys can hire him, or if you guys want to see him, I'm sure Miss Diana has him a lot on their tours, which they are still doing. I know that they were in New Orleans recently, this past weekend, doing promo for their show. But you guys follow them on Instagram. They're all over the place. They're in a city near you. So get a chance to go see them. Buy tickets. The tickets aren't that expensive. Tweet me, let me know how it was finally meet them. Send me your picture and let me know, and we'll put it up on the show. But anyways, I think that's all the news and gossip that I have for this week. I don't have any more predictions other than that we are going to win, as always, because that's our number one goal. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in with me. I know it seemed like a lot, hearing my voice for a whole, 33 minutes. That's crazy. I'm tired of hearing my voice, but I could not miss out with you guys because I love you guys so much, and we are all DD4L. So you know what, you guys, tune in next week. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this lovely Sunday. It was like 76 here in LA. It was beautiful. That's why I decided to wear a whole Hawaiian inspired themed dress for you guys today. You guys can always find me on Instagram at Pink English, as well as on Twitter, English Speaks. Like I said before, go on iTunes, give us 5 stars, subscribe to our channel, love on us because we love you guys back. You guys have a blessed week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.